that. Frost. Frost on the top of our car in the beginning of October. It will actually snow sometimes in October in upstate New York, which is where we're at if you're new to our channel. But right now, it's just starting to change the color of the leaves. The Pride is outside wanting me to fill their dish. They've already eaten, but they need more. I fed them a little bit early, maybe 4 in the morning, and now it's, what time is that? 7:30, and they want more because I only gave them a treat. Yeah, but you can't go inside right now because you'll eat the dog food. These guys eat coleslaw. They eat all kinds of stuff. I think it's a competitive thing or something. But no food in the cat dish, Mom? What's up with that? Believe me, you guys will be eating in a few minutes. I promise, Shorty. I promise I will get you something. Yeah, tell me about it. You want me to get you something? Yes. Maxine, you know better. Don't be doing that naughty stuff. No, 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 no. That's why this little shovel is here. Well, also to pick up your collection of squirrels, which they've been collecting. They'll bring it and put it in a box. How neat are these guys? Although I'm constantly cleaning up this porch. But they caught a mouse. Must be trying to come in. He was out there in the yard. I don't know where he is. Probably in their tummies. And in their mouse graveyard, your tummy, huh? And they caught a couple chipmunks, and when they catch the chipmunks, they throw them in their little box out here. You guys probably want to come inside and get warm too, huh? Yeah. Well, let the dog eat. He needs to eat, guys, because you guys are pigs. The Pride. This is the Pride. OC must be out hunting and doing something, and I don't see who else is in here. OC and Charlene are out somewhere. So there's Larry, Maxine, Shorty, and Sam Kamowski. This is my most vocal cat. Yeah, he's a good boy, aren't you, honey? He's a sweetheart. But I thought you may be interested in seeing the frost. Yesterday, I was sick. After I went to see my sister, she had a little bug, and we knew it when we went up there. Because our family's like, if somebody's sick, we tell you. So she told me that she wasn't feeling well. But we popped over. She had some things she wanted to give to me. She gives me clothing and things like that. And I gave her some vegetables. She gave me some clothing. She's my Irish twin. So anyway, after I left, I didn't feel good the next day. So yesterday I wasn't feeling good all day. So I just kind of like laid around. And Clay says to me this morning, I didn't have any coffee. Now I made coffee for him, but I always say he'll starve if I don't feed him. But he didn't want to pour himself a cup of coffee. So he didn't have coffee yesterday. But I told him I wasn't feeling well enough to, cook for him and stuff. So we did take a pack of hot dogs out. So he must have had hot dogs all day. And then I had a hot dog later that night. I made myself one. But, it's just cute. I guess I laugh. He's old school. But see, my daddy was an old German. But later on I found out that I'm all Swiss. But my family's all from Lancaster. So my father, I always get tickled by this because we're all like, we're 100%, we thought we were 100% German, but I guess we're 100% Swiss. Very close. Studied genealogies out. But my dad was real strict. And so Clay's kind of like that in a good way. It's a good comforting thing for me as his wife. I know he takes care of me and that he loves me and that type of thing. But it is cute because, I think that helps me is to be a good wife to him because I understand that it's just their way, and, and it's protecting for me because it helps me to get things done and keeps me in order. I'm not saying this for everybody. It's just, for me, that's just how I feel about it. Believe me, I am a very independent woman. I am, but, but if I'm also smart, if my husband has it right, why should I have to buck him? Ah, you're scratching me, Larry. I'm not a scratching post. So I find it's easier for me just to, let my husband lead and I follow. Of course, I'm not afraid to speak up if I think there's something that's not right, but if it's not going to make any difference, what's the big deal? So it's just our way. But, I think it's because like I said, I saw how happy my mom and dad were, and I think it helped me a lot in being a good wife for Clay. It just, we're happy every day. We have a good life, and it's just us. But you guys hear us, what do you call it? Battering or whatever. We always talk about things. We just enjoy each other. But anyway, I just got tickled at that because I said, Clay didn't even make himself a cup of coffee yesterday. Oh, well. I felt bad about it today, but then I thought, well, he could have gone to the coffee pot. So what do you think, Maxine? You hanging out there? Shorty? I have not seen hardly any stray cats around here lately. Have you guys chased all the neighbors away? All the neighbor cats? Winter's coming, so I hope that we don't see any stray cats in the winter. Because I always feel so bad, but if they're wild, it's hard. We used to have a ton of wild cats around here until you guys came and took over the patrol of the yard. Huh. What do you think? What are you itching or licking? Did you get something in your fur? It's the whitest cat. Look at him. His fur. What about you? Maxine. Now, Maxine's a funny cat. She does not like to get picked up at all. It's just always been that way. Sam Kamelski, he's a lover. Shorty's a lover. And Larry is a big lover. But Maxine, she does not like to get picked up. Right, honey? But she loves her mommy. Yeah, well, you're going to... So you see, what, I'm not paying attention to you? No? My, what big teeth you have. Yeah? Oh, you guys will like this. If you're a church person, you'll love it. Alright. Now, this is just a cute story. I heard a preacher talking on one of the YouTubes. He goes, think about it. People tell their children stories like, Big Bad Wolf's gonna come in to visit Grandma and eat her up, and then a hunter's gonna go kill the wolf, and then they tell their children, rockabye baby, up a tree top, and when the wind goes, the cradle will drop. And then he says, which of course we've all heard those stories. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a church person or not. And then he says, well, church people tell their children stories like, Jesus loves me, God's going to take care of you, David and Goliath, stuff like that. Like he's just talking about, basically God's going to take care of you. But I thought that was so, funny when I got laughing about he's telling your kids the big bad wolf. I know one time I was reading Aesop's Fables, and I actually stopped reading it because I thought, these are scary stories. These aren't happy stories. Because you think, oh, all these old fables. I used to love to read Aladdin and things like that, But it's not, it was just a funny thing. And I thought, that's so true. People read their children these stories, and it's not, they're just stories, but it just sounded funny when he said that about that. And I thought, that's funny. Okay, I had a couple more things that are just random that I want to tell you. My sister told me that if you have a pan that's boiling, like you get stuff stuck on it, she said just spray Pam on it and the stuff will come right out. She also told me, because she's like, I always say she's my second mother. She also told me that if you have a pan and it starts to like splatter grease, she said you put foil, like tent it over it, you don't get grease all over. Now, my sister is like immaculate. Her house is like so clean. My house used to be like that. You guys are going to see my house clean. You're going to say, huh? It's just that we've been working a lot for a long time. But let's see. What else was I going to say that she told me? That's all I can think of right now that she told me. I try to share these things with you guys. I think she told me she was taking turmeric too, or some kind of spice that she sprinkles over her food that's helping her lose weight, and that cinnamon was real good for you too. Those are two things, conversations I had with my sister. Then I heard something yesterday, and since it's October, I debated whether or not I was going to talk to you guys about this, but since it's October, it's the perfect time to tell you this. Going braless, you know, women always worry about that type of thing. But guess what? Toss your bras out, girls. Do you know it's really good not to wear a bra, and it will not make you be saggy, but actually perky. I'm an old lady, so I can say these things to you guys. But it creates healthy tissues. It does a whole bunch of things. So look it up online, because I know as an older girl in my generation, I mean, there are women that wear brassiers to bed and everything else, because there's, you know, they want to keep themselves in shape, and it's actually a lot healthier for you. So if you have issues for some reason, who knows what, toss out your bra. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I just figured that I could share that with everybody. You know, you definitely want to look that up, because I think that you're going to find it's so much more healthy. Obviously in public, man looks at the outward. You're going to use some common sense, and you're going to want to, put on your brassiere so that people can't tell. If you have to go out in public and you can't for some reason, wear a couple tops and a coat so people can't tell. But for the most part, that's really good information for some women that maybe they have back pain or trouble or whatever. You can feel at ease and feel the breeze. But I try to share tips with you guys that I hear to help you guys. So, help you guys be better people. I was also, I was in the beauty industry for years and years and years. And so there's all kinds of tips and things that I know that, questions you always wanted to know, but we're afraid to ask. And I guess I'll tell you two more since I have you here telling real personal stuff. People, my dad used to call it jungle rot when people's toenails get yellow and thick and everything. I know it's kind of gross, but I'll be quick. If you put Listerine on your toenails, some people, this is my disclaimer, all these things I'm telling you, ask your doctor, but if you do that for a couple weeks, maybe even be a day or two, that's the end of that. And was there another one I wanted to share along those lines? Oh yeah, I know. In the beauty industry, women would, ask you all kinds of stuff. And I used to be sold makeup, and I was a recruiter, and I did all kinds of things. I had a team of 1,000 people in my team and stuff. I sold makeup, and I did all kinds of stuff in my life. But anyway, I had a lot of friends that were hairdressers, and they'd want me to come in and do makeup for their clients and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, a couple hairdressers told me that they shave. I thought, you shave? And I thought, why would you shave? And they said, because it makes their makeup look nicer. And I said, doesn't your hair grow back in darker? They said, nope, not at all. So I did some checking up on this. Women shave away. It doesn't do anything. It's just a big myth. And so I know women that have been shaving for years. So I share that because a lot of women don't know, and if you want to look younger, so that's what some girls do, But those are two beauty secrets, few beauty secrets, that what you always wanted to know, but we're afraid to ask, or nobody talks about it. But because I was in the beauty industry and I heard the same questions from ladies all over, you know, I mean, I just tell everybody, it's like, what's the big deal? It's not. There's some more things like that, but some really personal things, but we're not going to go that far today. But a lot of some things I never even heard of or didn't apply to me, but other people, it was a big concern to them. You know, I've had people just about sick over some of their health things that they didn't know about, and it's like, because I had the answer, it was able to help them. I would just say, well, you know, from my experience, this is what the other ladies told me that they do. And, you know, but anyway, the world of beauty. But, anyway, you cats want me to shave your fur? You guys want to be one of those skinny kind of cats, those naked looking cats? I don't think you'd like that. I don't think I've ever seen one of them in person. It'd be weird to own one. But if somebody gave me one, I would take it. But it would definitely be weird. They'd probably have to be careful about getting sunburn or anything. Hey, let me know if you've ever had one of those kind of cats. I'd be curious. I want a Siamese cat. I want all the cats in the world, but I have 6 cats right now, and that's more than enough cats here. And if somebody comes along and needs a cat, otherwise you guys stay here forever and ever, forever. I love my cats, but there's people always leaving cats around, so if somebody needs a cat, I know that they'd have a good home, huh? But they can stay here forever. I love my babies. So, alright guys. The water from the watering hole. I gotta go in. It's 7:45. I think I'm gonna go take a nap. I've been up since 4 and I don't really feel 100%. So Shorty, I think the dog is actually done with his food. So let's feed you guys a snack. You guys will probably want to come in too and get some heat on ya. You think? Would you like that, Shorty? Oh, you're not gonna talk now? Shorty. Nope, he's not gonna talk. Oh, C's here. This one's really shy. Oh, you talked to me today. You've come a long way since you've been here, haven't you? This one has come a long way. I don't know what happened in his previous situation, but he was terrified of people. You've come a long way, OC, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, long, long way. I'm so proud of you. Look how proud I am of you. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.